Welcome to today's live coverage of the Aeronis 7R test flight, and like orbital missions, today's objective is to validate reusable flight technologies and collect critical recovery data. Aeronis 7R will climb to approximately 12 kilometers, where engineers will evaluate RCS performance, vehicle attitude control, and updated landing software before beginning descent. As we move closer to launch, all vehicle systems continue to report healthy status. Engineers are paying special attention to the upgraded RCS software, which will play a key role later in the flight. Today's mission is expected to provide valuable data that will help improve future landing attempts and reusable flight operations across the Aeronis program. The launch team is now entering the final stages of pre-flight operations. Weather conditions remain favorable, and all ground support systems are functioning normally. Over the next few minutes, Aeronis 7R will transition into launch configuration as engineers complete final checks ahead of today's recovery technology demonstration flight. As the countdown continues, Aeronis 7R remains stable on the launch pad. Flight computers are receiving final updates, and telemetry links between the vehicle and mission control remain strong. Teams are now verifying guidance and control parameters, ensuring the vehicle is ready for ascent and the planned RCS evaluation at high altitude. T-130 Aeronis 7R is now entering its final launch sequence. Flight computers are locked in, the vehicle is on internal power, and all systems are reporting ready for flight. In just moments, Aeronis 7R will begin its journey to 12 kilometers, where today's critical RCS and recovery technology tests will take place.
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Plus 5 seconds, Aeronis 7R has successfully lifted off and is climbing away from the launch pad. Engine performance appears stable, and the vehicle is following its planned ascent trajectory. Early telemetry data looks healthy as engineers begin monitoring flight performance during this important reusable technology test mission.
Engine cutoff.
Engine cutoff confirmed. Aeronis 7R has reached its planned test altitude and is now transitioning into the RCS evaluation phase. Over the next several moments, engineers will closely monitor vehicle attitude, control response, and thruster performance. This is one of the primary objectives of today's mission and a critical step toward future recovery operations.
Test RCS.
RCS testing is now underway. Aeronis 7R is performing a series of controlled attitude maneuvers using its reaction control thrusters. Early data indicates the system is responding as expected, with the vehicle maintaining stable orientation throughout the test sequence. Engineers are gathering valuable information that will help improve guidance and recovery capabilities on future missions. Aeronis 7R is now descending through the atmosphere following the completion of RCS testing. The vehicle remains stable, and flight controllers are continuing to monitor altitude, velocity, and attitude data. In the next phase of flight, the booster will attempt its landing burn, a critical maneuver designed to reduce descent speed and prepare the vehicle for a controlled touchdown.
Landing burn.
Landing burn has begun. Aeronis 7R is now reigniting its engine as the vehicle works to reduce its descent rate. Initial telemetry indicates stable engine performance, and guidance systems are actively adjusting the vehicle's trajectory. This is one of the most critical moments of today's mission as Aeronis evaluates its latest landing software and recovery procedures. Touchdown confirmed. Aeronis 7R has successfully completed its landing, marking a major milestone for the Aeronis reusable flight program. Today's mission achieved its primary objectives, including RCS evaluation, flight software validation, and a controlled landing. Engineers will now review the collected data. But this appears to be a very successful test flight for the recovery development program. With Aeronis 7R successfully completing its mission, today's live coverage now comes to an end. This flight provided valuable data and marked the first successful landing of the Aeronis reusable test program. Thank you for joining us throughout today's mission. GPS DVD-7 Mission 2 is expected to launch in just a few days, and we look forward to seeing you again for another exciting flight. Goodbye, and have a great day.